What's up, guys? This is going to be the breakdown for Bellator 237 coming up this Saturday from Japan. Rampage versus Fedor, 10 p.m. start time. It's not going to be on free TV, guys. This one's on DAZN, but it is actually a pretty good card. There's 6 fights up for betting. Also, PFL dropped their line, so I am going to be putting out a video for that, but I wanted to give my most confident pick so that you could pair it up with any other parlay options you were looking at on this card. So it's going to be Brendan Logan from the PFL. Also from UFC 246, Nasrat Hakparast, another confident option. And then from this card, Michael Page and Lorenz Larkin. So 4 names there. And then also a couple names that I think will be getting bet up, so the lines will decline leading up to the fight. Conor McGregor and Diego Ferreira, both at about 1.4 to 1.45. And I think they're going to be in a ton of parlays as the fights get closer. So if you guys are looking to, parlay any of the names that I mentioned, I think now would be the time. So let's just get into the fights here. First up, we got Michael Page and Shinzo Enzai. Huge advantage here for Venom Page. He's got about 6 or 7 inches of height and reach. If he fights it smart, it should end up similar to his last fight. So I'm going to call a KO, TKO, first or second round here for Michael Page. Next up, we got Iguchi against Daron Cruickshank. This is one I'm keeping an eye on. I do have a few bets on this card, so even though I feel the line is off, I'm going to wait till after weigh-ins to see how they match up. But at 3.5, that's inaccurate. Daron Cruickshank probably should be at about 2.5, maybe even a bit less. Both of these guys have UFC experience. I will say, though, if it hit the ground, I would be nervous. Cruickshank is susceptible to submissions. So as much as I feel like 3.5 is off, I'm still, on the fence. And like I said, I'll wait till after weigh-ins, check the description a few hours before the fight, and I'll update with any new bets. But there is a bet on this fight, guys. Lara Joanne against Kana Watanabe. I probably butchered that, so apologies there. Now, Joanne coming off an impressive win over Beck Rollins. Rollins a bigger girl, probably about the same size as Watanabe, so Joanne has experienced that before. And I do think, she should have been actually the favorite based on what I saw on tape. Now, the last fight I saw from Watanabe was about a year ago, so there could have been some significant improvement since then. But I am going to go with Joanne. I think she can get it done here. But I wouldn't call it a confident pick. She's at 2.2 dog odds. I did take a shot. So that was the first bet. Next up, another confident pick here. Lorenz Larkin taking on Keita Nakamura. Another 2 guys with UFC experience here. Just feel like Lorenz Larkin's more on his way up, where Kimura is definitely on the decline, in my opinion. He's been alternating wins and losses for a while now. Larkin's on a 3-fight win streak, coming off an impressive win over Koreshkov. I did bet him as a dog in that fight, and he came through. I'm going to go with Larkin here again. Another pretty confident pick. Next up, we got Michael Chandler and Sidney Outlaw. Now, Outlaw started at 5 or 6 to 1. That's crazy to me. Even at 3.75, there was value. I did take a shot there. I think he has declined a bit since then, but he's still up over 3.25, I believe, on most sites. So, Chandler's on the decline, in my opinion. Definitely the best lightweight in Bellator history. The wars that he had with Eddie Alvarez are legendary, but he has taken a lot of damage. He's coming off a knockout loss to Pitbull there in his last fight where he lost the belt. So this is going to be a tough fight for him. He's going to have the speed and the stand-up advantage, in my opinion, but the durability and the power is going to go to Outlaw, so that can be dangerous for Chandler. As well as, the grappling, this is going to be a tough one because, Chandler can grapple, but Outlaw can grapple as well. So they might cancel each other out, and we might see a stand-up fight where, I do think, again, that Chandler probably edges it out as far as technical skill and speed. But, again, he's taking a ton of damage, and I don't know if his chin can take a Sidney shot. So I'm going to go with Outlaw here because of the odds at 3.75. I did take a bet, like I said, so I'm going to go with him. I'm going to say by KO, TKO. Next up, Phaidor and Quentin. So both of these guys way out of their prime. I don't think I need to tell anybody that. And Quentin looking slow as shit, terrible cardio at heavyweight. Fedor looks like he's lost his chin. He still probably has a bit of that speed and explosiveness, but he got starched by Ryan Bader in his last fight. I'm gonna have to go with Rampage just because of the durability. I mean, 10 years ago, no brainer, Fedor all day. especially with it being at heavyweight. We all know Rampage was at his prime at 205. So, as slow as he looks, as much as he burns out the cardio quick, I just feel like he might be able to catch Fedor, and that would be a quick night. But either way, it wouldn't surprise me. No bet here. I feel like the lines are pretty accurate, even though Quentin's at, I think, 2.15 dog odds. I mean, it's not tempting to me there. So, yeah, that's about it for Bellator, guys. Staying away from the main event. Only really took advantage of a couple lines I thought were off. And then there are some confident picks parlayed up across a few cards, with Page and Larkin. Also, again, Joanne, there's a bet. And Cruickshank potentially a bet there as well. So have to check that after the weigh-ins. And that's about it, guys. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'll be back for PFL to finish up the year. And that's it. I'll see you on the next one.